I was thinking about this all the way over here. You're pretty amazing. You have really, you have risen above everybody.
Oh.
You know, you've been through, people like to come at you. People like to come at you.
Yeah, they do.
And here you are. And you're one of the, there are a lot of podcasters, but you're one of the top, very top, and one of the few female super top.
Well, thank you.
And I see you.
Thank you. I feel seen and heard. They do come for me. I go for them too, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's fine. It's sort of a weird ecosystem. It's like when people go on Twitter and then they complain that people are mean. I'm like, ma'am, this is a McDonald's. Like, go to Instagram if you want nice people.
Right.
In news, it's a rough and tumble business.
Yes.
So it's like I recently saw a friend of mine and she was like, oh, people are attacking you. Are you? I'm like, oh, please.
If this is okay, if this is the worst thing that happens to me today, is
I'm good.
Bad words coming at me.
Well, that's the advantage of having gone through it many times, right? Is it like when it happens, then the 10th or 11th time, you're like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Now, how has that been for you? Because you've had a lovely life in Hollywood as a big star, and then now, boom, you're in politics.
Yeah.
Through not exactly a choice of your own.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It was a learning curve because like you're saying, I mean, when I started out as an actress, you start out and when people start recognizing you for no reason whatsoever, people still can be mean to you online. They can say whatever.
Yes.
Don't like the way you look. Don't like this. Don't like what you're wearing, whatever. That's fine. But then when Bobby got into politics, it was a different world. And at first, I was kind of taking it all on. Like, that's so hard. I can't believe they said that. And then now I'm like you. I realize, it's part of the ecosystem, like you said. This is what people do. It's weird.
It's like when we saw Trump and Obama sitting next to each other at the Carter funeral, yucking it up and glad handing. It's like arch enemies.
Right.
When you see them publicly, when they have to do politics, like the nastiest you can get. But like behind the scenes,
everybody's a person.
Understand it's kind of, I don't want to say game, which makes too light of it, but it's just sort of, you put your armor on when you're doing politics and you do politics, and behind the scenes, hopefully you can still be a person.
Right.
And do what those two did.
Right.
Not everyone can, though. And I know you've experienced some of that and all. But like, has it been fun? Because when you married a Kennedy, you were not marrying an actively political Kennedy at the time, right? Bobby was a lawyer.
I actually, when I met him, I asked him if he was ever, had a desire to go into politics, and he said no. He said he felt like he could achieve more as an environmental attorney.
Yeah.
That's not, so he could go after big corporations, big companies, without worrying about a political party. So I felt good about that.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then...
no Hollywood actress is like, how can I get more politically involved in a way that will cause all sorts of consternation in my life?
Right. I know.
Of course. And your career has been going so well. I mean, I'm a huge fan of yours, by the way.
Thank
long
you.
before you married Bobby.
Thank you.
I've long been a Curb fan. I love the show. I know Larry David is not in love with my side of the aisle, but I don't care.
Right. It's funny and
it's so clever.
Right.
And I always knew that it was, and you get into it a lot in Unscripted. That's, I assume, why it's called Unscripted. But I didn't realize how loose it is. Like how much free reign you're given.
There's no script.
That's terrifying.
Well, it would be if you did not have a background in improv. It would be terrifying. But, I started at the Groundlings Theater in LA. Mm-hmm. Even though I had studied theater and acting with scripts. That's what they tell you when you're learning. They're like, all your answers are in your script.
Yeah, that would be comforting.
Yes, that is comforting. And then when I started learning how to improvise at the Groundlings, they said, clear your mind and don't think of anything until you hear what that person next to you says. And it's a hard adjustment.
Do you have to be genuinely clever in your own right to be good at improv?
Well, I think if you want to be entertaining in improv, you probably do.
Like, can a boring person be good at improv?
yes, and that is what you have to say in improv. Right. Does an audience want to watch a boring person improvise? That's the difference.
I guess it depends on what the scene is and what the person's supposed to be.
I mean, there aren't a lot of people that are dying to watch boring improvs. So I think you have to be able to trust yourself, which is, it's hard to get there, to say, listen, whatever you're about to say is the right thing. And even if the audience doesn't laugh, don't sweat it. If the audience boos, don't sweat it. It was the right thing. And you're going to have the next thing that you have to say. So you have to not judge yourself, which is hard. And you also have to not worry about the reaction. You just have to really listen to what your scene partner is saying and say yes. And if you're good at it, like live improv, I find terrifying. But the people that are good at it are very entertaining.
Well, when you're across from Larry David, who really is genuinely funny, him, just his
looking at him.
Personality, does it make it easier because you don't have to be the one that leads every scene? Just him being himself is going to make people laugh.
It does, and especially improvising on screen to me is so much easier because you don't have people like looking at you, watching you.
Yes, that's how I feel about the news business. I can do it much better sitting here in a studio than like if I have to go and speak to the people and look at them directly.
Right. I think that's why podcasts are so successful too, because it's just you and me talking in a little room. But it would be different if there was, 500 people out there watching, sitting, 10 feet away from us. So with Larry, I was pretty much the straight man on the show, and he would write a story outline. So the story outline would be hilarious. But I didn't have to worry about what I was going to say. And he specifically did not want you to think about what you were going to say. He didn't want anybody to try to be funny because the situations were already funny.
That's right. I get it. Because it's just the setup is funny. Buy gold and get free silver. That's right. For every $5,000 purchase from Birch Gold Group this month in advance of Veterans Day, they will send you a free patriotic silver round that commemorates the Gadsden and American flags. Look, gold is up over 40% since the beginning of this year. 40. And Birch Gold can help you own it by converting an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. Plus, they will send you your free silver honoring our veterans on qualifying purchases. And if you're current or former military, Birch Gold has a special offer just for you. They are waiving custodial fees for the first year on investments of any amount. With an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, consider diversifying your savings into gold. Text MK to the number 989898 for a free info kit and to claim your eligibility for free silver with qualifying purchase before the end of the month. Again, text MK to the number 989898. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.